E-E-R-E. It's about the toys. If you are a new subscriber, text new subscriber in the comment section below, and I will give you a shout out during the next main episode. Thank you. Now on to the show. I've waited a few days since the HASLAB showing off the Giant Man, because I just really needed to figure out exactly how I feel about this. I needed to figure that out. And I've come to the conclusion that I don't think this is a good offering. It's really not. And the reason I don't think it's a good offering is, in part, what it is actually offering, which is, at base value, you get face swaps. Face swaps. Now, my biggest issue is the other tiers. The price in and of itself is not that bad for what you're getting at base. I would say 170, 180. That's what I would say. 170, 180 for what it's currently at base value, the two face swaps. But it's 200. That's anywhere from $20 to $30 more than what I'm saying. My real issue though is they're charging 200, and then the additional add-ons, the tier 1 and tier 2, are just additional head sculpts. Now, if not for those head sculpts, I would say the entire thing is not worth anywhere near $200. But when you throw in those additional head sculpts plus the face plates, I'm like, alright, but still, I can understand why they did this also. They learned from their mistake. That mistake being, of course, not offering enough with their tiers and charging way too much of a price. The engine of greed, as some have fondly called it, I would pay easily $200 for the engine of vengeance with just the fire effects. None of the other figures, just the fire effects and the car. I would say, okay, that's $200. That's just my opinion, and I'm sticking by my opinion. This, I believe they overvalued it simply because of the things they put into it. It's pretty good. What is it? I think the hand is far more articulated than the Galactus. I think it's more articulated. Pretty much, it can do everything. It can do shit like that. That's pretty much what it does. I'll throw a picture up here if I can. Should be right about here, somewhere next to my face. But they didn't put in other things like a boot swivel. I would have loved a boot swivel. I would have loved a forearm swivel. Forearm. In addition to, of course, a bicep swivel, but a forearm swivel would have been nice with a wrist swivel. Having, what is it? I think they say 29 points of articulation per hand is nice. It's very nice. It's awesome, in fact. But I can't justify $200 for that base offering. Let's say they never even make it to the second tier, which is the picture right here, the Skrull head. Let's say they never make it to the Skrull head. Then all I have is just two face swaps. One of him grinning and one of him cheesing. And I'm just like, nah, And then of course there is the fact that you're gonna want to swap those faces a lot. Now, if you're just the type of person who just set it and forget it, sure, you're not gonna have any problems with it wearing out over time. But if you're like me and so many other toy enthusiasts, toy collectors, action figure lovers, you're gonna be swapping those faces all the time to get the perfect setup for your toy photography, or you just want it to look nice in your display case or on your shelf. And to that I say, cool. I understand where those people are coming from, because over years you're gonna have it for as long as you can. I imagine at some point you're gonna wanna pass it down to your children if you have children. But over time, it is going to wear out. For instance, not even for instance, just short little story. When I was a kid, I used to play with my O-ring G.I. Joes, and I used to, since they were on an O-ring, I used to just keep spinning them around, and then let them do like a helicopter punch. And eventually, that O-ring, that rubber band in the middle, it wore out, and now I had 3 pieces of a damn G.I. Joe, which at the time, getting your hands on O-rings was not even something I had ever considered. I just looked at it as, it's broken now and there's nothing I can do about it, which is exactly what would happen here. If those faceplates wear out, and they will over time, then it's pretty much just broken until someone with a 3D printer prints out a teeny tiny 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter corkscrew or whatever. Like, I'm just talking. And that's the best that will happen. But again, back to this price. It's not for me. I'm not going in. If that's something you want, sure, you spend your money on it. But not for me. I'll wait till the next Marvel HASLAB. But that's a big fat no. I don't know how many times I need to say it. It's not for me. It's nice looking, but I don't need a figure that big for that much with as little accessories as the base offering is offering. The two additional heads and the faceplates should have been in there from jump, is what I'm trying to say. That should have been the $200 base entry level. The 2 heads, the 2 faceplates, and then throw in 1 figure for a tier 1, 2 figures, and a second figure for a tier 2. That would have been my personal take. But anyway, that's how I feel about it, people. And remember, toys are art. Thanks for watching.